Welcome to Front Row Backstage, the show that takes you behind the velvet ropes of the media world. I'm LCC student Greg Trimmer, and each week we'll explore the stars you see on screen, stage, and radio, and the tech and talent making the magic happen behind it. From unsung heroes to spotlight sensations, we've got the stories you won't hear anywhere else. So grab your popcorn and let's dive in. Welcome, guys. Today we're joined by the incredible Aral Gribble, a professional actor and teaching artist with over 25 years of experience. Aral studied theater performance at the University of Michigan and has dedicated his career to both performing on stage, teaching aspiring actors. He worked with a range of organizations, from youth theaters to community centers, and taught countless private lessons. Aral's impressive stage credits include performances with renowned theaters like the Purple Rose Theater, Meadowbrook Theater, and the Detroit Repertory Theater. He's also an accomplished film and television actor, appearing in projects like Dial a Prayer alongside Brittany Snow and William H. Macy. Whether on stage, screen, or in the classroom, Aral's passion for storytelling, and his commitment to his craft truly shine. Let's dive into his journey and hear about the incredible work he's done. And by the way,
it's a beautifully written, very nice intro.
By the way, he also happens to be another one of our LCC Connect podcast hosts.
That's right. LCC student in the DMAC program.
Yes, sir.
Fellow host of a podcast. The only comedy podcast, although I don't know. Well, yours is a little bit of everything.
Mine is kind of, well.
It's all over the place.
You guys know. We're deep in this now. This is, I don't even know what episode this is.
Comedy, drama, horror. Well, hopefully this will be the horror episode of Front Row Backstage.
But yeah, he hosts Trolling the Mitten.
Trollin the Mitten.
Very weird show, but very funny and amazing.
Yeah. For those folks listening at home, you should check it out. You should check out all the LCC Connect podcasts, especially if you love LCC. But Trollin the Mitten, I think, is like Front Row Backstage. It sort of has a wider audience. Although mine really extends to like Michigan. That's kind of
yes, sir.
It's a lot of inside Michigan jokes, improv comedy, a little bit of sketch comedy, but yeah.
So let's just get started. What inspired your love for acting?
Okay, this is my favorite story to tell. Right. I was a first grader, and we had our winter pageant. And all the other first graders were reindeer, and 2 third grade girls and me were cast as snowflakes. I think we did like like a little Let It Snow, like
Let It Snow, Let It Snow,
yeah, a little trio.
Snow.
A trio, is that what they call that?
A trio, yeah, I guess.
A trio of snowflakes.
Yes.
And so yeah, I remember very distinctly.
Triple duet. Is that
that's
a word?
Right. I remember thinking, like, not only was it like special, right? Like I got a special costume that none of my other classmates got, but like I also got to hang out with like these 2 cute older girls, and I was like,
oh man,
this is what's up. So that was the moment that I fell in love with being on stage. With performing in front of people. I was still pretty terrified of it for a long time. It wasn't, I think, until I started really doing like narrative stuff, like in middle school. We did like all the musicals everybody does. Oklahoma. Oh, probably not anymore. There's like new ones people do.
Oklahoma.
Or
your high school did Oklahoma?
Middle school.
Your middle school did Oklahoma?
Yeah.
My guy.
And
what kind of actors did you guys have in middle school?
Well, I mean, you're looking at one of them.
I mean, fair,
Solid
but like
gold.
Fair, but like Oklahoma is like one of the most dance intensive shows there is.
Oh, I mean, any musical can be non-dance intensive. You just don't choreograph it. And you cut the dance ballet.
But Oklahoma like uses dance to tell some of the stories. So how do you just not do that?
You cut the dream ballet.
What? That it's not even Oklahoma at that point.
Well, that's right. It's a middle school production of Oklahoma. It's not Oklahoma. I was Judd Fry. I was the
Why are we even saying it's a production of Oklahoma? It's like you took Oklahoma, took out the best part, and
I don't know. Like we kept in the assault. That's still.
I mean, all right, but the dream sequence.
That's not the best part. The dream sequence is solid.
To be very clear, it is not the best part.
But yeah, the dream sequences.
I mean, pertinent to the story, but I don't want to say it's the best.
No,
because that's
traumatizing.
Yeah.
Also traumatizing to be like an 8th grader.
Yeah,
playing that
for
part.
real. Like, what do you mean?
I went from.
That's about as bad as there's a guy in one of my theater classes who you guys have already heard from in our Puffs series. Their name is Josh.
Oh yeah.
And their high school did a production of Chicago and did not tone it down. And I'm like, that
yes,
a little
murderers in prison.
But not even just that part. Like
it's a family podcast, please.
Yeah, that's a little weird in my book.
I went from 7th grade
for high schoolers to be doing that show.
I went from playing Winthrop in 7th grade, the little boy in Music Man, which was completely age appropriate, to Judd Fry in 8th grade, just a year later, the grizzled old.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So what was your high school doing? If your middle school's doing Oklahoma, what was your high school doing?
We did some racy stuff. We once did a play called Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon was
what is that?
There's a story about a witch boy and a conjure woman and this young girl from the town. It's like a town in Appalachian Hills, and she falls in love with the witch boy, but then there's more assault in it. That's pretty terrible. Like the whole town gets in on it because it's really messed up.
I mean, I guess we
had parents.
Oklahoma
protest.
in middle school is kind of an intense show for middle schoolers.
Dark of the Moon was way more intense. We had Christian folks in the community protest.
I guess I don't know. My high school did the Phantom.
Oh, okay.
Did Phantom of the Opera.
Man, that's a lot. How'd you pull that off? You probably just cut cool stuff.
No,
like we did.
We did not cut anything.
So you have what's the big thing? Like the
chandelier.
Yeah.
We rented the chandelier and swung it over the audience.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of brownies being sold at the bake sale.
Well, I went to Grand Ledge.
Is that I don't know this area enough. Is Grand Ledge the rich people? The Ledges?
No, sort of. Not really. It's just that we had very generous boosters that had, like, most of these local schools are using their theater shows to help raise money for their
athletic stuff?
No, for their choir and band programs.
Oh yeah.
But we had very generous boosters that had already oversupplied what we needed for our choir and band programs. So we were kind of just like, let's go for broke. Like if we break even, oh well. And actually, on the Phantom, we lost $1,500.
Sure, that's those chandeliers are expensive.
Yeah, we rented the whole chandelier. When we did Beauty and the Beast, we rented an entire rotating castle set.
Oh my gosh! Did you ever do Peter Pan? You could fly people.
No.
That's a thing. I once directed.
However, for Beauty and the Beast, you're talking about flying people.
Oh yeah.
For Beauty and the Beast, we did the Beast's transformation back to the prince. We flew him up into the grid, and he came back down as the prince.
So unnecessary. What a flex. You could pay actors. That's what you could do with your money.
Yeah, but you can't pay You can't pay high schoolers.
No, yeah, nor should you. Let's be honest. I didn't deserve to get paid, for my high school acting.
Nor should you.
Yeah.
Nor should you. He says. Yeah, we did the Phantom. We did the Beauty and the Beast. What else? Oh, we did Les Mis.
Oh, okay.
I got to play Thénardier.
Who's that?
That's the
What is he saying?
Master of the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the master of the house.
He's the innkeeper dude.
Yeah.
He's the dude that treats Gazette like a slave.
Yeah, he's real baughty and raunchy, and
I can't say the word that he is on here.
Sure. That's a very fun part to play though.
Yeah. Yeah. So we did that. We did West Side Story. We did.
Who were you in West Side Story?
I was Action.
Action Jackson.
I was Action.
Action Greg.
He's one of the Jets.
Sure.
So he doesn't have a lot of speaking lines, but he conveys a lot of emotion from his face.
Was Action the name you chose for your character?
No. That's actually the name of one of the Jets.
Oh, all right.
And then we also did White Christmas.
Oh, wow.
I was General Waverly.
Sure. Okay. It feels like not secular enough for a high school, but maybe
White Christmas?
Yeah. Christmas is in the title. It's not very secular. See what I mean?
Yeah, so
that's why my Christmas present wasn't we had reindeer and snowflakes, and I'm pretty sure Santa showed up at some point, but it was a winter pageant.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's your favorite show you've ever done?
Oh no! What, you just jump in with the worst question ever. It's so hard. The best movie experience was Dial a Prayer, of course.
Okay.
But I think my favorite show that I've done, I've got to do it a couple times at both the Williamston Theater in Williamston, Michigan, and at Farmers Alley in Kalamazoo, Michigan, two small professional theaters. And they recently had a stint back on Broadway again. But a one-man show entitled, oh my gosh, what is it entitled? Fully Committed.
Interesting.
So you play, and it's sort of irrelevant now because things don't work like this, but you play, the lead character is a young struggling actor in New York who is working in the basement of a fancy restaurant, and he's taking reservations, which everything's done online now, so you don't do that. But so in the play, you're in the basement, and there's the bank of calls from customers calling in. You also have a chef's phone in the space, a maitre d's phone, or the upstairs phone. That's like three different characters could be at the upstairs podium, including the maitre d'. And then you play as the actor all the characters, so you play both sides of the conversation.
One person shows intrigue me sometimes. Peppermint Creek is working on a one-woman show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the show?
I don't know what it's called.
Oh, thanks. Good story.
Yeah. So
yeah,
obviously you did.
I played 37 different characters.
So no.
In that one, yeah.
I would hate
all
myself.
talking to each other.
I
yeah.
would hate myself.
It was great.
I would.
The
cry.
hard part is
I would be crying myself to sleep every single night.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a question then.
Yeah.
When you're in a one-man show, what do rehearsals look like? Because you're the only cast member with a director. Is there even a stage manager?
Of course.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a two-person show.
They just hire a stage manager to for one person in a cast.
Well, in fact, the first time I did it, we had well, first I should say, most small professional theaters are run real bare bones because, your money is going towards upkeep and stuff for the building and production costs, of course, but paying professionals costs money, and union houses have to pay union rates. And even though it's not even really technically a living wage, it's still a lot of money for a small theater. So that's why a lot of times they'll do small whatever.
What do those rates look like?
Around $300 to $500 a week. depending on the size of the house.
I have a friend that just got offered a role in Merrily We Go Along, and he declined it because they only were going to give him $75 a week for the role he was doing.
Was he non-union?
He's not union.
But
it was also a very minor role in the show, and he would have had to drive to Midland for rehearsals. So like it would have like $75 a week wouldn't even have covered his gas.
Yeah.
Like
if one of the ways you can join the Stage Actors Union is by accruing points from working in professional houses. And after 50 points, you can, or 40, I don't know anymore, you can join. And so my first few...
Or you just pay a bunch of money to join.
Well, you have to pay a bunch of money no matter what. But unless you have the points or unless someone offers you a role that's an equity role, you can't join. And so I joined by getting enough points. And so my first shows in Ann Arbor at the now gone Performance Network Theater in Ann Arbor. Oh, I miss that space. That I was getting paid $50 a weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, because one, I could take the bus, so it was easy.
But that's also, not so bad. Then.
Yeah, but also I was like, I need points. I want to be a professional. So, and then
So you mentioned in Oklahoma in middle school. So you've done musicals before then.
I have professionally. I was in a production of Man of La Mancha.
Okay.
I played Sancho. I love him. I think that's the song. And then I think that's it. So when I was in high school and I knew I wanted to do this for a living, and my parents were like, we really want you to go to U of M because it would be great. And they're insane, I guess, not thinking about how much money it would cost them.
Hey, if they're paying for it.
Yeah, there was a lot of what do they call those things? Scholarships to small scholarships. But I looked at the audition process for the musical theater program, and there was a lot of dance involved. And there was a lot of like sight reading and stuff too, which I didn't feel very comfortable with. And so I learned early on, like I was, straight theater is more my avenue, and theater and film, musical theater, not really. I mean, not that I don't love doing it, and not that I won't do it sort of locally or whatever, but like no one should ever pay to see me do a musical.
So did you do any musicals in high school?
Yeah.
What'd you do in high school?
Pirates of Penzance.
What is that?
Oh, you don't know the Pirates of Penzance?
No.
I am the very model of a modern major.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I played.
You sing that now, and I know what you're talking about.
I played the constable, or like the police chief, and it was like a baritone bass, and that was not my. I don't know how I ended up playing, like getting cast in a role where I couldn't physically sing the part. It was too low. But I did. So that also added to me hating musicals.
So they actually the only reason I ever heard about that musical in that song specifically was because of a show that was on the CW called Heart of Dixie.
Big fan of Heart of Dixie, are you?
Oh yes, I'm a huge fan of Heart of Dixie. So in the show, their like local community theater guy was putting on like a review of like a bunch of like just with a bunch of different songs from a bunch of different musicals.
Right.
And
little cabaret night.
One of the town doctors had to sing that song on stage, and he was having such a hard time like memorizing it because there's so many words in that song.
It's a lot of words.
In a very short period of time. And so it was a whole like thing. Anyway, very minor part of the show. Theater is not even what that show's about. That it's about a chick named Zoe Hart that wanted to be a cardiothoracic surgeon and then failed in New York, so she came down to Bluebell, Alabama, and to work in a small town practice, and it turns out that the dude that left her the practice was her real father, and she thought that but she didn't know that she needed to have a real father because she thought that her father that was raised her was her real father.
Oh, double twist.
And so it was a whole thing. And apparently her mom had an affair on a cruise or something.
Oh, man.
And anyway, so then it's just like 4 seasons of her life in this town of Bluebell, Alabama, which she initially thinks is just going to be temporary until, because her chief of surgery in New York told her if she wanted the cardiothoracic fellowship, she needed to spend a year as a GP.
For those of you tuning in, welcome back to the Heart of Dixie podcast.
Anyway, sorry, no tangents. So you mentioned your university in Michigan. You got your degree in theater from University of Michigan.
No, let's put in a break sound effect there.
Okay.
I studied theater performance at U of M.
Oh, okay.
You
did not get a degree.
I also had undiagnosed ADHD at the time. Which I
don't we all?
I think so. I'm convinced we do. I was about 2.5-3 years ago. I was diagnosed. I'm well in my 40s at this point. So, my first time in college was not great. My theater classes were really great, and I did have. I was often the first student off book. You get like a 10-page Shakespeare script, a scene. And like, all right, in 2 days, it was a Monday class, come back Wednesday off book. And like, I would be the only one who really was off book. And, it was cause I wasn't doing homework in any of my other classes. So yeah, and they were like, why are your grades so bad? You're such an incredible student. I'm like, oh yeah, and here I don't like algebra. So actually, I didn't even have to take a math class. I think
I got a 3.5 in college algebra.
Hey, all right, I'm actually in college algebra currently.
Do you know who Andy Callis is?
Of course I do.
Okay. Did you know that Andy Callis's first college degree was not a theater degree?
I did. I don't remember what it was. Was it business?
No. He got a bachelor's in math.
That's right. From
Eastern Michigan University.
Oh, I didn't know it was from EMU. That's fun.
Like, think about that. An actual theater major, an actual theater person knowing math. That's not a.
Well, we're two theater people who know math.
That's not a common thing.
Well, I think we're starting a new trend.
Didn't you say you didn't like algebra?
I don't, but I'm doing okay this time around. That's because I had ADHD.
Whatever.
That was the undiagnosed ADHD.
So you took classes at U of M.
I did. I have the training of a student from U of M, but I never got my degree.
Okay, so how do you think that time at U of M shaped your path in theater?
Immensely. So I think in like 3 sort of major ways. Like 1, it solidified my love of performing. Okay. 2, it was like this like really wonderful foundation of like skills. I think that a lot of people don't realize that acting and singing and playing guitar, like playing instruments, a lot of painting, sculpting, art forms involve skills that must be learned. And like there's talent and whatever, but like, there's skills. And a lot of people, especially with acting, people sort of assume if I just learn my lines and show up to set, I'll be fine. And there's skills involved, just like building a birdhouse. And then the third way was, I don't know why acting uses birdhouse analogy a lot.
I have never, in all of my theater classes so far, I have never heard Andy, Paige, or Blake use the birdhouse analogy once.
Maybe that was just my generation. It was always like you got to know how to build a birdhouse.
I mean, but Andy's been teaching here for 30 years, so he would be your generation theoretically.
Well, yeah, he's a math guy though, so we can't trust math guys. And then
to be clear, I trust Andy.
I trust Andy
with my life. He
Absolutely.
is the most amazing dude ever.
For real. Do the listeners know who he is? He's the head of the theater department here at LCC.
Well, he's not the head.
Oh, the foot?
He's just
the heart of
he's
the
a
theater
faculty
department?
member. He's a professor.
Who's the like dean of the theater?
Well, there's not really a dean. Well, there is a dean, but the dean is a dean of more than just theater. However, the main producer slash
I guess that
lead
would be
faculty, I guess, would be the best.
Yeah.
Like the quote unquote head of the theater department, which is Paige Dunkel.
Yeah, it would be Paige. Yeah. Who is also another wonderful person.
Paige is amazing.
Yeah.
I actually have two classes with Paige this semester. Yeah. One of them is Acting 1, which is a very interesting class where you're like first half of the semester you're learning about contemporary acting, and the second half of the semester you're like putting on a show at the college.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
And so yeah, that's a fun one. And then she is co-teaching acting for the camera with Barry.
Oh, that's right. Finally, we're doing it together. I love it. Although I don't know. No, that's not totally true. They should be using DMAC students too.
Barry is very accomplished in this industry.
Yeah. Would you remember Barry's last name?
Nope.
Oh no, we're terrible people.
I just call him Barry. So
he's a adept, skilled, and very experienced cinematographer from Los Angeles.
Very, very experienced. He doesn't like to throw his credits around, so I won't name drop or anything.
Which is really funny and very sort of like on brand with a lot of cinematographers, whereas like actors are desperate to throw our brand.
Like, I worked on this set with I don't know, Robert Downey Jr. Right. I'm so cool.
Yeah, like I'm telling like Bagger at Kroger about my time with William H. Macy.
He's like he like anytime we ask him questions about people that he's worked with, he like gets uncomfortable. It's really cute. Anyway,
he's probably signed a bunch of NDAs and he can't talk about it. Anyway,
no, because he talks about it. He's just uncomfortable about it.
So the third.
But anyways, so
can I finish my?
Oh, sorry, you were.
Yeah,
yes,
sorry. So no, you're okay. We love to talk.
Yes.
This is why podcasts are good for us. So the third reason I think why U of M really solidified, I was introduced to theater of the oppressed, but also like the work of like Bertolt Brecht, and like activism theater, and like how theater is used as a tool in society, not just as like a way to entertain people. And that's been a huge like part of my life too.
That's cool. Well, guys, we have much more to talk about, and we're running a little bit out of time.
Yeah, sorry.
So
somebody loves to talk about
come back,
Dixie.
Well, you know what? Listen, so I think we're gonna turn this into a two-parter.
Okay.
And you guys can come back for part 2. Thanks for tuning in to Front Row Backstage. We hope you enjoyed this week behind the curtains of the media world. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram for more information. And join us next week for more stories from the front lines of entertainment. Until then, stay tuned, because whether it's on stage, behind the scenes, or over the airwaves, the real action is everywhere.